Hello friends, I wanted to add another video in our installment about cloth diapering. This time I wanted to bring you 5 personal tips that have worked really well for me as a mom cloth diapering. So let's get started. Okay, so my personal journey with cloth diapering hasn't always been a one-on-one beautiful relationship. I started out just disposable, and that was really just because that's what you do as a parent. I didn't know much about cloth diapering, but I was introduced to it by a place called Balani, which I know you've heard me talk about, and they really helped guide me on which cloth diapers would work best for me. So my big tip here is to cloth diaper in a way that works best for you. A lot of parents I know cloth diaper all the time, and they have no problem doing it when they're on vacation. I'm not that parent. I can't wash cloth diapers in a bathtub. I mean, I'm sure I could, but I don't. And I can't even get a towel to dry in a hotel room. So I am a little confused about how you would get cloth diapers to dry. I'm sure it's possible. I don't do it. For me, I keep a few of these guys around. I usually have, actually right now I think I have half a box, which is good because we'll be going to Philadelphia for a wedding, and I think that traveling with cloth diapers can be very difficult. We've definitely done it before when we know we'll have access to a washer and dryer. So we keep these guys around. That's what works best for us. So do what works best for you. My next tip is to register for cloth diapers if it's something that you're thinking about doing, and register for maybe 1, 2, 3 different styles, not just one, because you never know what'll work for you. And then once you find your style, check them out in different cloth diaper groups on Facebook, in different chat rooms, and then you can purchase and really round out your stash, as one would call it, your cloth diapering stash. You can round out that stash with some used diapers. Mamas and papas keep those diapers nice and clean and nice and cared for because they last us multiple babies. So they'll last you multiple babies too, I promise. So if you take your brand new diapers, care for them, love for them, find what works best for you, and then build that stash off of Facebook groups where they're selling different diapers and their whole stashes or parts of stashes as their kids get older. That's really gonna help you give a full, complete, rounded stash that's perfect for you, your daytime diapers, your nighttime diapers, if they happen to be different. You'll find everything you need in those groups, and you won't have to spend this huge amount of money up front. So with my second tip comes my third tip, and that's to find the diapers that work for you. Cloth diapering is not cloth diapering is not cloth diapering. A lot of people that find one brand of cloth diapers and they're like, yes, this is our diaper. And I know some people who've tried 1 or 2 kinds of cloth diapers and they're like, no, cloth diapering is not for me. It doesn't work. Cloth diapers in that regard are very similar to disposable. For us, for instance, Huggies have not worked for either one of my girls. We have used Pampers for both girls. There were no diapers that worked for them. Even Target, which worked for Addie, didn't work for Millie. So you'll definitely have to find the diapers that work best for you. I'm going to show you the diapers that we use, and I don't want you to get overwhelmed if you have not cloth diaper before and look at these and say, oh my gosh, there are so many kinds. There are so many kinds. Just like there are so many kinds of bottles and so many kinds of onesies and so many kinds of pacifiers and so many kinds of car seats and strollers and baby carriers and spoons. There are so many spoons to feed your child with, different shapes, different materials, different soaps, different kinds of bathtubs, different kinds of washcloths for your babies. Do you have any idea how many different kinds of washcloths are out there just for babies? I'll tell you, I had like 6 different kinds of washcloths. We never used any specific washcloth for them. They just used what we use. So there's different kinds of everything for all things baby and all things parenthood. So I'm gonna show you what we use. Don't get overwhelmed by it. You can go back and check it out. And if you have a local store, again, stop in there. Ask questions, check them out. Okay, so like I said, we use a few different kinds of diapers, but I really only have 2 different companies that have really worked for me. Their cuts just worked for my girls, so I'm gonna share those with you. They're all falling out of my lap. So we use Grovia. It was the company I started with, and I love their diapers. This is a hook and loop. This has, the hook and loop is a Velcro. I find the Velcro has worked really well with a newborn when you just have this squirmy little baby and you just quickly need to Velcro. It has kind come into being a faulty item with older babies who then can rip them right off. So I like the hook and loop, but I've had them replaced on most of my diapers only because tiny fingers learn, they become very dexterous and they can pull their diapers off. So I've opted out of that. So a Grovia hybrid snaps in, which is nice. You don't have to wash the shell every time you use it. You would wash the inside every time. And then you have different layers, or levels, I should say, different levels of absorbency. So this is one of the thicker. I actually use this one overnight. It's an organic cotton. And we have a slightly thinner, also organic cotton, which is another Grovia hybrid. This one has the snaps on it. I love this. I snap it on one side while Millie is laying down, not while she's acrobating in the air like this. I snap the other side. Okay, so when both sides are snapped and your baby's laying down, the diaper is on. So you've beat level 1. So level 2 would be getting the diaper tight enough. So then you would take this second snap and pull it in and pull it in, and then you've leveled up and your child is in a diaper. So I love Grovia. I think that it's great that you don't have to wash the shell every time. They have beautiful prints. I don't know if you can see. Oh, let me get close. I love this one. Really pretty, like maize color. Love it. And I don't know about your children. My children are heavy wetters. So I have these, which are the liners, also organic cotton. Put them in the center of your diaper. You can choose 1, 2, depending on the level of absorbency that you need. They're nice and thin, so they don't add a ton of bulk when you put the diaper on your child, which is nice. And that's it, really simple. The other Grovia I use is the Grovia 1 diaper. I can't even undo the snap. Okay, so similar idea. It comes with the hook and loop. It comes with the snap, so you can convert it as you need. The inside is a fleece, and then it comes with the extra soaker as well as the soaker. I love these. I think it just adds so much absorbency. These are our overnight diapers. So these are what have really worked well for us in the Grovia line of diapers. The other company I love is Bum Genius. I use their all-in-ones in the free time, so here you go. Whoop. This is awesome. You fold in, call it a day. Like the Grovia diapers, they adjust. You can snap up the buttons this way, and that makes the diaper smaller. They also have a line for newborns and for preemies, so that's really good. Similar idea. I'm gonna snap it towards myself so I can see what I'm doing. You would snap it. Instead of having 1, 2 snaps, they have 1, 2 snaps. So the snaps aren't this way, but they're this way. So really secure on your child. And again, their prints are awesome. I love this one. I actually have 2 of this one because I love it so much. One was a gift. I have this one, which is, I call it the Godier fabric. It just totally reminds me of that video. And then we have this one, which of course is very, very fancy. Again, heavy wetters. So I add this, which is a Gerber. It's just the tri-fold from Gerber. So you fold once, whoops, fold twice. I put that in my diaper, and it goes just like this. It extends a little bit over the diaper, so sometimes I just fold it down, whoopsies. I fold it down about a third, like that, and then I put it in the diaper with a thicker part being closer to the front of the diaper to absorb more urine. And it doesn't add too much bulk. It does add a little bit of bulk, but not too much, and it makes it so there's no leaks. We don't generally leak through unless we don't have a liner in our diapers. And that really started about a year. We really outgrew having no liners in our diapers. So both of my girls have been heavy wetters. Addie has been potty trained for almost 2 years now. And that happened, I think, because she was cloth diapered. She came downstairs and said, I don't wear diapers anymore. And that was that. So I liked it. Cloth diapering can be good for that because the diaper is not absorbent the way a disposable is. There's no gel in there taking the moisture away from the skin. So it can help kids feel when they've gone to the bathroom and know, oh, that's the sensation. Don't want to feel wet, going to use the potty. So it works out. Lastly, this is the Bum Genius. I actually got these as a gift from someone who I bought almost her whole stash, and I was like, I'm not sure about pocket diapers. So she sent me the only two that she really had, which was really kind of her, because pocket diapers are awesome for overnights if you have a heavy weather. You can stuff as much stuff in there as you want. This is, again, a Bum Genius, so you can adjust the size based on where you put these snaps. You snap them closer together. You take, these two pieces came with it, not enough for us. So I put those together with a trifold. If you use a pocket diaper, remember you're gonna have to stuff them every time you use them. So that's kind of why my stash isn't huge on pockets. I love them, and I've actually found them to, again, be pretty slender, but I don't enjoy stuffing them. Call me lazy. So that's gonna be your pocket diaper. Really simple. You do have to stuff it, but it is simple. And again, it's nice and thin, so you're not putting this on your child and having them kind of feel constricted in their clothes or unable to walk. It's nice. So those are the diapers that we use most commonly. I might have one or two different diapers here or there that we've been given or handed down, but that's what we use. That's what's worked best for us, so find what works best for you. Next tip, also very personal, is don't fear the poop. You like that one? Don't fear the poop. Okay. So what I mean by this is there are plenty of accoutrements that diapers. This is actually a liner. It's a bio liner from Grovia. It made it through the laundry. I can't go get one right now because Millie's sleeping, to show you what it looks like when it's not shriveled. Kind of looks like a dryer sheet. Don't use dryer sheets on your diapers. Use wool balls in the dryer. That's what we use, woolsies. Don't use dryer sheets. But anyway, looks like a dryer sheet. It's not. So you put this in your diaper. It's actually bigger. And it will catch any poop. You can fold it up. You can throw it in your toilet for the most part. I have a septic system, so I don't throw anything down my toilet. I just put it in a bag and throw it away. But it keeps your diapers from the bulk of the mess, which is really nice and makes cleanup really easy. If you do have a big mess, grab yourself a sprayer, which attaches right to your toilet. You spray any mess off right into the toilet, flush it, and it's gone. It's like a sprayer you would use for your sink. So it seems like it would be scary, but it's not, I promise. And I have people say, well, what if I'm traveling? If you are traveling, get yourself a bunch of wet bags. It is not scary, I promise. Don't fear it. So wet bag will take anything you have, wet or dirty, and you throw it right in there. These are great after cloth diapering too, for trips to the beach, hiking, anything where you're going through a mess, mud, water, and you can throw everything in here. I've thrown the dog leashes in wet bags if they're like gross and the dog is all wet or whatever. I take his collar off and I throw it into a wet bag, and that way it's not stinking my car up and it's not making wet, gross rings everywhere in the car either. So that's gonna be a small one for travel. And then you would use a bigger one at home. I wash my diapers every other day, so like all the diapers from Monday I wash on Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, I wash Wednesday morning or Tuesday night. You guys know me, I stay up way too late. So a larger bag should hold your about 2 days worth of stash. They have nice liners in them. Mine has this awesome hook that unsnaps and snaps, so I can keep it on the towel rack, or I keep it on the hook in my bathroom where a robe should go, but instead my wet bag goes. Last and most important, if you are cloth diapering and you are overwhelmed, take a break. As parents, we hold ourselves to such high standards for the sake of our children that sometimes we forget our own sanity. It's okay to need a break. When I broke my finger, as I know you guys might have followed me when I did that sweet little accident on ice, I call it the $3,000 birthday gift, because that medical bill is probably going to stay with me forever and ever. I could not cloth diaper well enough to get the diaper on to Millie and not be in pain and get all the laundry done, and I was so upset, I was so frustrated. And I remember Dave looking at me, he was like, let's just go get some diapers. And it was a purchase I didn't want to make, but I don't have to take that physical toll on myself. And sometimes I have to do that. So for me, generally the laundry isn't really a big deal. I throw it in, I run it through, I do a rinse, I throw it in the dryer or I hang it to dry, and it's really no big deal. But there are definitely some weeks where I'm overwhelmed with laundry, where maybe one of the kids were sick or we had a guest in the house and I've got towels and sheets and all sorts of things that need to get washed. Take a break. So that's my final tip, but I find it to be most important, and it really extends across all of parenthood. So when you need a break, take that break, okay? Those are my cloth diapering tips for you today. I hope you have a fabulous week. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask below. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the blog at aisforadelaide.com for more posts like this and for so much more. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.